A marvelous day to all of you. I am Miss Dali Stephanie A. Jumento, a third-year BS Ed English student from Negros Oriental State University, Shatin Campus, and your discussant for today. Sit back, relax, and enjoy learning, because I absolutely gotcha. Welcome to Ed 301, the Teacher and the School Curriculum. Lesson C, Models of Curriculum Implementation under Unit 3, Phases and Process of Curriculum Development, Part 2. The topics to be covered for today's discussion are the continuation of Janelle and Hamon's assigned pre-recorded video, and these are the following. The curriculum implementation, the LOC or known as Leadership Obstacle Course Model, Linkage Model, the RCA or Rand Change Agent Model, the factors influencing the models of implementation, and successful strategies to manage curriculum change. Learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, we should be able to value the importance of a model or a combination of model implementation in process of curriculum development. Create a matrix of the various models of curriculum implementation and their corresponding stages in the change process. Lastly, explain some common models that support the process of curriculum implementation, namely LOC, RCA, and linkage model, and the factors that influence an effective implementation. Before proceeding to our lesson, let us first have our motivational questions for you to answer. Number 1. How can you improve situations involving constraints to learning experiences? Second, why are the models of implementation significant in the curriculum development? If you have an idea, please don't forget to comment your thoughts below. Hence, curriculum implementation includes the provision of organized assistance to staff or teachers in order to ensure that the newly developed curriculum and the most powerful instructional strategies are actually delivered at the classroom level. Curriculum implementation process involves helping the learner acquire knowledge or experience. It is important to note that curriculum implementation cannot take place without the learner. The learner is therefore the central figure in the curriculum implementation process. There are several models of curriculum implementation. First, we have LOC. It is the acronym for Leadership Obstacle Course Model. This model treats staff resistance to change as problematic and proposes that we should collect data to determine the extent and nature of the resistance in order to deal with it appropriately. We can do this by making sure that the following 5 conditions exist. First, the organizational members must have a clear understanding of the proposed innovation. Second, individuals within the organization must be given relevant skills so that they possess the capabilities requisite for carrying out the innovation. Third, the necessary materials and equipment for the innovation must be furnished. Fourth, if need be, the organizational structure must be modified so that it is compatible with the innovation being suggested. Last, the participants in the innovation must be motivated to spend the required time and effort to make the innovation a success. The LOC model extends the ORC model in several respects. While the ORC model conceptualizes educational change as a two-stage process, it is initiation and incorporation, or the innovation as part of the ongoing processes of the organization. The LOC model considers educational change as a sequence of 3 stages: initiation, attempted implementation, and incorporation. We should note here that implementation obstacles solved at one point of time using this model may arise again at another point. This model, therefore, has a feedback and monitoring mechanism to determine if problems once solved keep reappearing and etc. The linkage model recognizes that there are innovators in research and development centers such as the universities. Educators in the field sometimes, however, find some attempts that are innovative and inappropriate for solving the problems. What is therefore needed is a match between the problems and innovations to establishment of linkages with the established research centers. This model envisages two systems, user system and resource system. There has to be a link between these two systems. The resource system should have a clear picture of the curriculum user's problems if it is to retrieve or create appropriate educational packages. The linkage process involves a cycle of diagnosis, search, retrieval, formulation of solution, dissemination, and evaluation. A successful resource system must proceed through a cycle of diagnosis, search, and retrieval, fabrication of solution, dissemination, and evaluation in order to test out its product. Thus, the linkage model is the basic process in transferring of knowledge. The Run Change Agent or the RCA model suggests that organizational dynamics seem to be the chief barriers to change. The RAND model is based on the assumption that the success of the implementation of a new program depends on A. The characteristics of the proposed change, B. Competencies of the teaching and administrative staff, C. The support of the local community, and D. The school organizational structure. As in ORC and LOC models, it puts forward the following three stages in the change process. Initiation. At this stage, the curriculum developers work to secure the support for the anticipated change. To support a change, such as a new program, people must understand and agree that it is legitimate. Thus, curriculum implementation activity requires the personal backing of the individuals involved. For example, at this stage, we should inform the teachers about the need for change and how it might take place. Second, implementation. At this stage, the proposed change, the new program, and the organizational structure are adjusted to operationalize the change. Third, incorporation. During this stage, the changes implemented become part of the established program. The assumption behind this is that the success of the implementation is a function of the characteristics of the proposed change, the abilities of the academic and administrative staff, the readiness of the local community, and the organizational structure. During the incorporation stage, the changes implemented become part of the established program. At this stage, the program implemented is provided with the necessary personnel and financial support. Now that we all know the models of implementation, it is important to put in mind the factors that influence them, such as the teachers, learners, principal or school heads, parents, resource materials and facilities, interest groups, school environment, culture, and ideology and assessment. These factors are no doubt the ones who influence the implementation of curriculum models. One negative comment or lack of support from these factors might lead to ineffective implementation. Therefore, they should be evaluated since they play an important role in the implementation of curriculum models. After realizing the factors that influence the models of implementation, we should apply these tip sheets to have successful strategies to manage curriculum change and barriers by Jones and Anderson in 2001. Number 1. Make curriculum change a high priority. Second, provide support to achieve success. Third, plan and resource for effective curriculum change. 4. Provide effective leadership to drive change. 5. Create a shared approach as a vehicle of effective change. 6. Recognize and use staff contributions. 7. Gain the confidence of the staff. 8. Deal with the negative perceptions of change and professional development. 9. Use accommodation to promote teamwork. Lastly, recognize and deal effectively with staff wants and needs. We have said that implementation serves as a means to evaluate the efficacy of the curriculum and its impact on the target clientele. Examples are students, teachers, the society, and etc. By implication, we should just not consider the implementation stage in the curriculum activity as an end in itself. Therefore, we need to talk about curriculum evaluation too. Stay tuned with the report of my other classmates to keep you enlightened and be puzzle free. Always remember, a good curriculum and model implementation can not only change the face and the fate of the learners and the educators, but also the nation. Thank you for watching and comprehending. Should you have questions, feel free to message below in the comment section.